What's up, guys? Last time I did the 5 things I hate about the truck, right? I forgot the title of the video. But anyways, last time was 5 things I hate about the truck. This time around, it's 5 things I absolutely love about this truck. Alright, so enough yapping, let's get to it. Number 1, the sound of this thing. Oh my gosh. I can't get over the cams. I don't think I ever will. It's straight pipe. Even with the straight pipe, it sounds really good. And if you haven't heard what it sounds like, check out my previous videos where I do the revs and whatnot. I actually did change the RPM idle. I bumped it up another 100. It was at 775 last time. Now it's at 875. So it idles a little higher. You can still hear the lope. If I go, I could probably bump it up another 200s, and probably still get some more lope out of it. It'd be obviously a higher idle sound. But anyways, yeah, the sound, it sounds great. It's 2.5 inch piping. Still got the cats. The cats help out a lot. It claps, but very minimal. Only whenever I'm flooring it at low RPMs. Well, other than that, once I get on it, it lets out a real nice roar. It's not super loud either. It's got a real deep tone to it. That's one thing about it. A lot of people have told me, well, you can't really hear the cam. Yeah, I know, but that's because, keep in mind, I'm on stock exhaust manifolds. I still got my cats. It's 2.5 inch piping. If I really want to let this thing out, I gotta do at minimum shorty headers, which I do plan to do later on. I'm gonna take some 3-valve Mustang headers and make them fit on here. Clearance is the only issue that's kind of concerning on these things. But other than that, yeah, I mean, the sound, it sounds great. I had before I did the cam, I had the Flowmaster 40 series. It sounded good too because it was a real quiet sound, but you can still hear it rumble. You get on it and you could still hear a nice V8 sound out of it, Now, I like the straight pipe a lot. It's actually very comfortable to drive. Drone is very minimum, honestly. Once I get on the highway, like over there, anywhere, doing 60, 75, there's a little bit of, I wouldn't call it drone because it's not like annoying drone. You can hear the exhaust, but still quiet enough to where it's not obnoxious, if you will. Oh yeah, before I forget, we're back at our usual spot. Just changed up the location a little bit. Usually I go back there, but I wanted a little bit of the beautiful Texas sunset to be in the background, so change it up a bit. I'll get a few small baby revs in for you guys here in a bit. But that's about wraps it up for one thing I love about this truck. This is, again, in no specific order. This is just things I absolutely love about this thing. Alright, so for the number 2 thing, if you haven't noticed, I actually got it somewhat clean. I washed it last weekend, so it's been pretty clean. It rained a little bit a few days ago here in Texas, but she's pretty clean still. So, anyways, second thing I love about this truck is my audio system. I did a video on that too previously. Did a whole tour on it. I built the whole audio system myself, learned off of YouTube, and luckily I've had quite a bit of people hit me up to do their systems. I did a homeboy of mine's. I rebuilt his entire audio system in a 11 gen 2004 F-150. Redid everything. I'm talking about from here to back there. We did high output alternator, big 3 upgrade, head unit. He's got 10 mids now. He's got 6 in the headliner back here, a real flush mount, nice headliner suede. He's got a mid in each door, so 4 super tweeters, a 3,000 watt down for sound amp. He's got a 10-inch sundown in the center console, a little 800 watt amp to power that. And I've done quite a bit of audio builds. Luckily, I've learned all this stuff off of YouTube, so I've been fortunate enough to get people that trust me with their vehicles and do some quality work too. But anyways, the audio system, it's nothing insanely loud. It does play loud. I was actually tweaking with my settings today I got it to sound a little bit better. I had some things turned up that shouldn't have been up, but yeah, I mean, it's a very comfortable audio system. It's nothing insane, like I said, but it's definitely enough to where you can tell, wow, this is definitely not factory. To be honest, here all you can see is the head unit and the subs, if you even pay attention to them. But it's an absolutely comfortable sound system I got in here. They're just 4 timpano mids, 4 1-inch tweeters, the head unit, subs, 2 amps. Super comfortable audio system. Like I said, it bumps enough to where you can tell that that's got some audio work done to it. It's clear, it's crisp. It really makes music enjoyable. Having even the simplest setup, it really brings music to a whole nother level. All types of music. I mean, in here I bump all types of music. I bump anything from my Mexican music, my rap, my Deftones, you know, all that type of music, electronic, anything enjoy, I'll bump in here. Even like anything, because this just makes the music 10 times more enjoyable. All right, and so for the third thing I love about this truck is the front end. I mean, come on, guys. These trucks, the nice pair of headlights, even OEM style ones, look really nice. I don't know, I guess it's just the front end on these looks, you can make them look real aggressive, to be honest. These 12 gens came with a pretty nice selection of different grills, from higher trim models to lower ones. I got the limited grill here. But I mean, the front end on these things just absolutely pops. Especially, there's been an abundance of these now, from what I've seen in the past few years, that are slammed, lowered, lifted, or whatever. There's definitely been an abundance. But I mean, the front end on these trucks, keep in mind this is a 2010 model. For what is it, 14 years now? This thing, it looks so good. I don't know what Ford did, but this model F-150 came out killer. And of course, this is the FX2 Sport package, so I got that little bottom FX2 valence down here, which again adds a little more to the front end, makes it really noticeable. People have asked me if it's aftermarket or not, but no, it's all OEM. I mean, yeah, it's all OEM. The fender flares, the FX2 valence, that's all OEM stuff. When you're taking pictures of this thing, the front end, it can look so aggressive. I actually got a few pictures, I'll put them up here on the screen. But yeah, I mean, front ends look, they're really good work. Also, along with the rear ends, I mean, the rear ends on these things look amazing. I like them a lot. There's very minor differences. I mean, the body design is different from like an 11 gen, right? Obviously, but they share a lot of similar build structure, if that makes any sense. Like up here, for example, this, if you look at an 11 gen and one of these, the body looks very similar. I believe their cabs are a little bit shorter. These are a little longer. You can tell obviously by looking at the window when you compare them side to side. But I mean, the looks of this truck are just, I like them a lot. I like them. All right, and so for our fourth thing that I love about this F-150 here is cab comfort. Let me go wide angle here. But cab comfort, that goes for everything. Leg room, head room, arm room. The size of these cabs is, I mean, from the outside they may not look huge, but once you're inside, they're pretty spacious. They're very spacious. Got tons of leg room back here. Excuse the stuff, but I mean, even with the seat fully reclined back and pushed all the way back, you still got tons of leg room. Like this one right here is further back than this one right now. I mean, even then, look, I can stretch my feet out all the way. Just tons of space everywhere. Up here, arm room. I mean, from back here, from this point of view, I'm in a wide angle, obviously, but from this point of view, the cab looks enormous. And I'm not used to being back here, obviously, right? Because I'm always in the driver's seat. But from this point of view, the cab looks absolutely enormous. Like from where I'm sitting to the front of the windshield, that's like a good 6 foot, I'd say. It's got hella room. All right, so now this truck, being an FX2, it doesn't have all the features that you could option them out with from the factory. I don't know if this one was built by someone to their liking, like if they ordered it specifically like this, or if it was just a one that came out of the factory like that. Believe it or not, I don't have that many creature comforts in here. I mean, I think the fanciest thing I got, or I had, was probably satellite radio, but obviously that's gone. I don't got heated seats. I got the, I guess you could call these the premium class seats because they're not the regular gray ones. But believe me, I prefer these over leather seats all the time, especially during the Texas heat. Oh man, it's horrible having leather seats, but I prefer these cloth seats, which are actually very nice. They're a little dirty because of the leak, you know, but famous window leak. I prefer these over leather seats any day. They're more comfortable in my opinion, honestly. I've always felt like cloth seats are way more comfortable than leather seats. I don't know if you guys can agree with that. But creature comforts, I don't even got adjustable pedals. I don't even got that. I don't got that. I don't got heated seats. I got heated mirrors. I don't got memory settings, seats, whatever you want to call them. This is the only power seat. These are all manual seats. There's not much to it, you know, but it's very, very comfortable. I mean, you can drive this thing across country and be very comfortable in this thing. It's just very well built for my liking, you know. It's a nice sunset. Looks good. Anyways, fifth and final thing I love about this truck on my top 5 picks is I have to go with reliability. This thing having the 4.6, which it's pretty well known that the 4.6 3-valve is a much better engine than the 5.4 3-valve. 5.4s are famous for having, so in the 2 valves, the 5.4s, they would actually shoot the spark plugs up because from factory they don't torque them down enough or tighten them down enough. That actually happened to my parents' vehicle. The crew cab actually shot a spark plug not long ago on the 5.4. But in the 3-valve version of these engines, the 5.4 was famous for the spark plugs getting stuck inside the spark plug holes. The 4.6, however, they're pretty notorious for being very, very reliable. This thing hasn't given me any issues. I got a little bit of like, well, those are just stains. I mean, I got new valve covers in there from when we did the cam swap, but this thing hasn't given me any issues at all. Knock on wood, wherever there's wood, right? But no issues at all. Well, except for that one time when I bought it, that my transmission blew up on me 2 weeks after taking ownership of it. Seriously, I haven't had to change out anything. No major components, nothing. That's great. She's pushing 200K right now. We're at like 195, I believe. I got it with 168, so 3 years ago. Yeah, no complaints. Reliability, it drives great. It functions how it should. Keep it up to maintenance too. You know, I did my spark plugs, my coils, my regular oil changes. I did the the oil pan gasket not long ago too with a friend of mine. He helped me out on that. If you take care of things, they will last you a good while. That's all you got to do. Just take care of things. Yes, every vehicle comes with their own issues. You know, it's inevitable for them to not come across an issue. All types of, whether it's a Ford, a Chevy, a Ram. You know, you got Chevys like the NNBS style. They got the famous DOD failure where I think one of the lifters gets stuck or something like that. The Rams, those, I think it's transmission issues with those. All types of issues, you know, these vehicles come with. But if you take care of them and, you know, you're not negligent on them, they will run for, I want to say almost forever, really. Take care of them. That's all there is to it. If you're looking for a pickup and you don't know what to get, nothing, and you don't want anything too crazy expensive, right now these 12 gens are actually very cheap on the market. You can get any of them really for a fairly cheap price. Even the higher trim models, they're somewhat cheap. They're still a little up there in price. You can low mileage, high trim models like the Limited or a Platinum, you might pay a little more. But anything else from 09 to 14, whether it's an XLT, an FX2, a King Ranch, they're very cheap right now. I would definitely recommend one if you're looking for a pickup. All my buddies drive Fords, same generation, 12th generation, and apart from maintenance, we had zero issues with them. But if you're in the market for a pickup, you don't know what to get, I definitely recommend one of these Fords. Reliable, they look good, they do well whether you can use it for towing, for work, just as a weekend truck, a family vehicle, whatever you want to use it for. They work very, very well. Alright guys, so my phone died in the last clip, but yeah, as I was saying, they're great trucks. They're reliable to keep up with their maintenance and whatnot. Like I said, they got their own little issues, you know, that, I mean, if you look online, you'll be aware of them either way. But yeah, I mean, they're, like I said, they're awesome trucks. I love this truck. It's amazing. But yeah, those are my 5 things I love about this truck. Let me know in the comments what you guys love about your 12 gen if you got one, or your F-150 in general. But yeah, that about wraps it up for this video. Next Saturday, next Saturday, me and the guys are throwing a little meetup and cruise out in Grand Prairie. We're gonna meet up in Grand Prairie like around 6. Then we're gonna cruise out at 8 to this place called the Truck Yard, which is basically, it's like an area where there's a bunch of food trucks that sell there in that area. We thought about it. We've been thinking about making one for a while, a little meetup. We got some guys that are gonna come down from all over DFW. I'm not sure how many in total. I know we got a few for sure. So yeah, we're gonna meet up, cruise around, take some pictures. It's gonna be a good day next Saturday, hopefully. And hopefully the weather is actually nice. I've been looking at the weather and it looks like it's gonna hold up pretty well. It's not gonna be too hot or anything like that. But yeah, I got a video coming for that. Hopefully I can get some footage of the little meet we're doing, meet and cruise. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. This wraps it up for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video soon.